Republican lawmakers have threatened to cut nearly $32 million from the universities of Wisconsin's budget if they did not remove diversity initiatives in offices from university campuses. UW President
In 2023, the Wisconsin State Assembly passed Bill 1065 regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion in public universities in the state. The bill limited DEI organizations on universities and restricted the overall education and manifestation of DEI on campuses. Universities were heavily affected, causing DEI organizations on campus to close down or change name and incentive, including those on the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus. However, in the face of this restriction, many power through. We sat down with Enrique Aldape, engineering student at UW, who frequently interacts with the Engineering Student Center, formerly the Inclusion, Equity, and Diversity and Engineering Student Center, to talk about his experience with the space. If you could describe the ESC in 3 words, what words would you use?
Comfortable, welcoming, and bright. Yeah, so I'm a 4th year student here in the College of Engineering. I study chemical engineering.
To you, what is the ESC?
For me, it's been like pretty constant in my undergraduate journey. When I started in College of Engineering, I can't say there's much keeping me here other than me being interested in the coursework, which that alone was kind of like a tough thing to hang on to get through all 4 years of tricky things. So I think identity-based orgs were kind of like I don't really care who you are or where you come from. We're just like here in it together. It's like been a good outlet for experiencing the good and the bad of school. Bottom line is to enrich students. I think the scope has kind of changed in the past few years, but at the end of the day, it's to provide support and help for people in the College of Engineering and people associated or allied with it too. Usually a lot of my friends will be here, so it's always good to catch up,
Why do you think it's important to have a space like this?
I'd say my freshman year, I didn't really know or was involved in a place like this. And I don't know, I felt like I got through my classes just fine, but there was kind of a disconnect between what I wanted to achieve personally and academically. And the Student Center was kind of like the bridge or merger between those two things, because it's never like a conditional or like transactional relationship. It's just there for when you need it, and something like that has been pretty good. We had a session dedicated to studying habits and how to develop those. Put a lot of investment into our personal and professional development. That happens once a month, every month. Yeah, they used to do more programming regarding heritage. Like they used to put on a monthly heritage month like that, but I don't think they formally do that anymore. In my time here, I think we're on to the 3rd rebrand of what it's called, what it does, what it hosts, stuff like that. So it is kind of tumultuous in that sense, I guess, in like a formal, this is what it should do, or this is what. But I guess the bottom line, it's still, regardless of what it was called or where it was, it still had the goal of serving students or just being there for people who needed it. And so wherever it ends up, I think that will be constant. Like can't really take away the people from the student center. If that makes sense. Like, we all found our way here regardless of the name, and I think it'll continue to be that way. I don't know, like I said earlier, before I started being like a regular attendee, I can't say that I felt like super connected to the College of Engineering or to my classmates or stuff like that. So coming here has changed that definitely, and it's a good feeling. Like, if nothing else, it'll always be there and just ready for whatever I need.